Welcome back, everyone, to Chapter 18 of Uncharted 1 on Brutal Difficulty. So we're going to start out here. We're just going to be doing a little bit of platforming and a little bit of traversal before we explore the rest of this German base. Now, I got to admit, Chapter 18 and 19 are admittedly probably some of my more favorite chapters in the entire game. This is probably actually my favorite part of the entire Brutal Difficulty mainly just because of the fact that it's a lot of variety in terms of combat as well as environments. You don't really get to stick around in a lot of indoor environments and really explore the depths of a building. You're normally out in the open, having firefights with other people, and really just looking out at beautiful scenery. But here, you're just inside like some random dank building. And normally in third-person shooters, this would be like the standard and you would hate it. But no, as a matter of fact, this is really strange. It's like, I never thought I'd play a game where being inside of a large gray building with normal industrial stuff would be appealing to me. I just don't understand how that could possibly be a thing, but it is. But another reason why I like this level is because it's very atmospheric. It has a lot of survival horror elements, very akin to Resident Evil 5 or Resident Evil 4. And I really enjoy that. It's just such a nice change of pace that's very interesting from the rest of the game.
Come in.
But there are going to be these enemies. I don't remember what they're called. I think they're called Descendants, I believe, in this game. And the cool part about them is that on Brutal Difficulty, they kill you in 2 hits. And the developers could have been real assholes and made it so that they killed you in 1. And honestly, I'd probably be a little bit more okay with them killing me in 1 hit, because it kind of makes sense, I guess, sort of. But the developers showed some real restraint with these enemies, and I think that they're really fair because of it. Because they go down super quick, too, because you can headshot them relatively easily. I say relatively, and yet I'm still failing pretty hard shooting them. But they're enemies that are really damaging, but at the same time can also go down really fast. As well as the fact that they're not stupidly unfair, and you can actually quick time your way out of them if they happen to grab you, which is really nice! And I love this sequence, no problems whatsoever. It's nice, it's atmospheric, doesn't have any nonsense that comes out of nowhere and tries killing you. And overall, I just have a fun time playing this chapter. Not to mention because of the fact that the MP40, I'm a sucker for this gun in any game that it appears in. For some reason, like, I don't know, it's just a very cool gun. I like using it in every single game that it shows up in. But I get lost down here all the time. The only real problem with this area that I've found is the fact that it's very easy to get turned around in this place because, not for nothing, when I'm playing this on my actual monitor as opposed to seeing the preview window in Adobe Premiere, it's really dark and I can barely see anything where I'm going right now. Yeah, sure, it looks fine when I'm watching it now, but at the time, I'm just running around like an idiot with a chicken. Yeah, I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off, not knowing where in the world to go. But it's okay. I'll slowly but surely find my way around. But the next chapter is definitely probably what I would consider to be my favorite chapter in the game. And you guys will see why when we get there, but it's just a very interesting and dynamic chapter. Especially when you consider the story for this game. I know I haven't talked a lot about the plot of this game, but the plot of this game is basically the fact that there's this treasure. Obviously, it's this golden idol. But it has a cool curse inside of it that does some pretty funky stuff to people when they open it, and that's what caused all these people to turn up and change into like these horrible monsters and stuff, if I recall correctly. But it's kind of cool. Like, I don't understand why treasure hunting movies like having supernatural elements like that, but they kind of do, and part of me really likes it because it allows them to be interesting and creative with it. But at the same time, it's like, I feel that you don't necessarily need to have those elements in order to have a good storyline. But, you know, it's still pretty interesting when developers try. But inside this room, there's going to be a lot of ammo, and all you need to do is just start cranking up this generator, and we're going to be using all that ammo that we just picked up in the next chapter. So I'll see you guys then for when we handle Chapter 19. So I'll see you guys then.
Thank God.